Okay, so members, I want to welcome you for today's coaching program. And like I indicated earlier in the first set of the session, I'm going to take you through a few basics. And then those basics are going to support us in the preparation for the upcoming applications. So I want to now take you through what we call a personal statement. So this session is going to be about a personal statement. A personal statement is a very important part of the application. It is the opportunity you have to market yourself. It is the opportunity you have to tell people what you have done. Of course, some of them are in your CV, but it's an opportunity for you to make a case that actually you fit or you suit that university. It's an opportunity to show people that you're very interested in the program. You're very motivated to join the program. It's an opportunity for you to show them that actually it is not by mistake that you're applying for this program, but you are prepared for this program. So a motivation letter or a personal statement or statement of purpose is a very great document, and it's a very great tool in the application. And because I have said it's very great and very important, when you sit on one, begin giving it all the respect it deserves. Begin giving it all the attention it deserves. Therefore, for me, a personal statement, I have around 4 to 5 criteria that I'm going to tell you to focus on. And that's the main grasp in this meeting. Number 1, them first, you next. So what I mean by saying them first, then you next, is that when you are writing this personal statement, you should show them, and when I say them, I'm referring to universities, or the fellowship awarders, or scholarship awarders. Show them that you know what they do. Show them that you love what they do. Show them that you are inspired by what they do. Show them that you are going to contribute to their vision. Show them that you're going to contribute to their mission. Show them that you appreciate their aspiration in being leading universities or global highly ranking universities. That's why I mean by saying them first and you next. So you must show them that actually you love them, or you are moved by them, or you are inspired by them, or you admire what they do. So that must come out very clearly in the first paragraph. And so in the first paragraph is an eye-catching paragraph. So you begin by appreciating who they are. You begin by saying, I am applying for this program under this department to study ABCD, full stop. I am moved by the university ABCD. I am moved by the university ranking. I am moved by the university curricular activities. I am moved by the university's teaching staff. I am moved by the university's research expertise. And please quote them. Research outputs or research expertise. I am moved by the department's seminar activities that happen on a monthly basis. So that means that before you begin writing a personal statement, you go and read their website upside down. Go and read it thoroughly and thoroughly and thoroughly. So that must come in paragraph 1 of the personal statement. Paragraph number 2, you tell them about who you are. In other words, you tell them your qualifications, and your work experience. And you focus on the awards you have so far received, or the milestones you have so far achieved, or the accomplishments that you have made within the period, either when you were at school at university or when you finished university. So this is the chance for you to tell them that, you know what, I have a bachelor's in this, I have a diploma in this, I have a short course in this, and this has helped me to get skills in A, B, and C. Those skills are going to help me in pursuing a master's in A, B, and C. Those skills have prepared me for a PhD in A, B, and C. So in other words, you show them the work experience, you show them the academic qualification, and you go ahead to preempt which skills you have attained through that, and how those skills are going to be important in your course you're applying for. So always make sure that you link it to the course you're going to apply for. Now that is paragraph number 2 of the personal statement. Paragraph number 3 of the personal statement, you now go deeper into what you're going to study. What you're going to study, for example, if it's a master's program, most of for the US and UK, many of them are research-based. Therefore, by the time you go there, you already have an idea of which area you're going to research in. Already you have an idea which topic you're going to research on. You already have an idea which professor do you want to work with. Which research lab are you going to go in? So in the third paragraph, you dive into the area you are going to work on. If you're going to do a master's in accounting, you dive in that area there. If you're going to do a master's in public health, you dive into that area. And how do you dive in? That for my master's program or for my PhD program, I'm intending to work on A, B, C with the professor so and so and so, under the research lab called so and so and so. This project aims to do A, B, C, full stop. Then you show what expertise you have that will help you to answer or achieve that research work you're planning to work on. Even if it's a taught master's program, but if you know that you're going to do a master's in accounting, you should be already knowing what they're going to teach in that master's. So in other words, you should read on the course content or the course curriculum. So you begin saying, okay, for my master's, I'm going to study a master's in this. And I have expertise in ABCD that has prepared me to do a course which will cover ABCD XYZ. Full stop. And so please, you name the person you want to go and work with. You name the department that you want to go to. You name the research group that you want to join in. Now that is paragraph number 3. You give a quicker dive into that area. For example, my colleague who is Drake here. So if you want to go into the drug discovery work, you say, I'm planning to work on ABCD with Professor so and so and so, under the research lab ABCD. Then you show how prepared you are to answer that question. Currently, I'm lecturing at Makerere University, Department of Pharmacy. I teach ABCD. It has given me skills in ABCD. These skills are going to be important when I'm doing this master's program. So you show how already you are to take on the topic you want to take on for your research. That is paragraph number 3. Now, paragraph number 4, actually, first of all, in paragraph number 3, you continue to articulate why you shouldn't be left. Why should they leave somebody from South Africa and take you on? So you show why they shouldn't leave you. For example, your work experience. For example, your great network. For example, your charisma, your hard work, your team player, your collaborative skills. For example, your problem-solving skills, your other skills that the department may benefit from. For example, my colleague Preston here. Preston should be able to say, you know what? I'm good at designing websites. I'm good at designing designing content, online content, or online marketing, or digital marketing. And you should clearly tell them that while you are in the department, you will be happy to support them or support the research groups in designing content, designing their personal websites for personal branding, which will market the organization or market the university. So don't forget to show them what other skills you have, as long as those skills are going to be important in the department or the research group or where you're going to school. So don't keep quiet on something. What you're leaving out is what they may be interested in. And so clearly mention that, please, as I am coming with this and this and this and the other. I have extra skills in A, B, C, D. Please don't leave me. If you give me an opportunity, I'm going to contribute this and this and this and the other, which will help the university to achieve its vision and mission through A, B, C, D. That is paragraph number 3. Paragraph number 4, which is the last one, you try to align what you're planning to study with your career path. Remember, I told you that for personal statement or motivation letter, you're showing them that you're interested in the program. So remember, number 3, you're telling them about what you're going to study. Paragraph number 3, you're telling them what you're going to study. So you're focusing there. You're really giving it a lot of attention. You're telling them what you're going to study. Now, paragraph number 4, which is the last one, is you link what you're going to study to your future career aspirations. That actually, what I'm going to study is going to help me like this and this and the other for my future career aspirations, where I aspire to be so and so, working here and here, and I need expertise in this and this and the other, and that's why I'm applying for this program. I therefore request for you to give me an opportunity to learn these skills for me to become person so and so 20 years from now. And clearly tell them that after this program, I am planning to go and work in this place and this place and this place. I'm planning to go and do A, B, C, D. So in other words, you try to preempt what you're going to do after the program. And there are 3 main areas where we normally go for after the master's or after the PhD. Number 1, I'm going to join government ministries, departments, and agencies. And when I come back, I'll join the Ministry of Water and Environment and support them in ABCD, Department of so and so. When I come back, I will join Department URA and support them in ABCD. They're already suffering with this, but once I do my research on this, I will come back and support them in this and this and the other. That should be in the last paragraph. Now that is the entry level one. So some people, when they finish their master's or PhD, they come and work in the departments, government departments, agencies, and departments. The second exit, or where people go after the master's or the PhD, is in academia. So, for example, you say after this master's program or the PhD program, I'm going to join academia and I do research. As I do research, I will focus on ABCD. As I'm doing that research, I'm going to collaborate with university so and with this university and a professor so and so, such that I be getting research ideas and we work on them together and we publish together. So if you're talking about going to academia, you show them how the university is going to benefit, such that you show them actually, you know what? Once I finish from my master's in University College London in the UK, I'll come back to Uganda. I'm going to do ABCD. And when I'm doing ABCD, the university is going to benefit like this and this and the other. That is the second exit where people normally go after the PhD and after the master's. The third entry level is going to be industry. Maybe pharmaceutical industry, maybe Microsoft Limited, maybe Twitter, maybe Facebook, maybe what softwares and what technologies. You clearly say, you know what, for me after my master's, I am going to come and work here. I'm going to be doing ABCD. The skills which I have got are going to help me like this and the other. Those skills are going to help me achieve ABCD. Those skills are going to help me achieve A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z. That story and that clarity must be in the last paragraph. These top leading universities, they want people who are very clear. Please don't be zigzag. Don't use a lot of words. Please don't use a lot of words. Be very clear that I want to study this, I want to learn this, I want to learn this. When I finish learning it, I am going to use it like this, I'm going to use it like this and solve problem X, Y, Z. And while I am there, the university is going to benefit like this, like this, like this. I should remind you, colleagues, these universities, you see, they have 3 core values. These universities are aspiring to achieve 3 things. Number 1 is teaching. So you must clearly show them how they will benefit by you going there in terms of teaching. Number 2, research. You must clearly show them how they will benefit when you finish in terms of research. Number 3 is community service. So when you're talking to them, are you saying that when you come back to Uganda, you are going to be the agent leading university students from Uganda to University of Manchester? Are you saying that when you come back and you work in the Ministry of Health, you will be accessing health data, which you can continue collaborating with them? Are you saying that already you work with the medical teams international, MTI? Are you saying that when you come back, you're going to form a research group in MTI such that you continue writing papers with these guys? That must come out clearly in the 4th paragraph. So a personal statement or motivational letter should be 1 page. Don't write 5 pages of motivational letter. So having said that, I just want to read for you a sample of a motivational letter which I came across. So this student wrote this motivational letter and was admitted to Stanford University in the US. And this student does not follow the framework which I have shared, but I want you to see some of the key points which I have talked about in his work. And you're going to tell me some of the things that you think he has talked about, which I also talked about. So let me just read it verbatim. And please, I'm sharing the screen. You can also read it as well. Having lived in India since I was 9 years old, I have noticed that new technologies take time to be introduced to the Indian market. There is a dire need to enable these technologies to come to market faster than they currently do, especially in places like rural India. For example, solar cells have the potential to provide cheap renewable energy to those parts of a country which have limited or no access to electricity. In fact, according to a recent census in India, only 44% of the rural households use electricity for their primary source of lighting. I plan not to only contribute directly to research in semiconductor devices, but also be involved in introducing these technologies to the market. The PhD program in material science at MIT would provide me with the research experience required to contribute effectively to this effort. My education and research experience to date has given me a stronger basis with which to pursue further studies. I have focused my academic career on taking classes in material science and physics, with an emphasis on electrical and optical properties of materials. Given my sound understanding of the subject matter, I was a teaching assistant for a class on functional materials. Additionally, I have spent a large part of my undergraduate career conducting research on carbon nanotubes. Upon completion of my REU program, where I developed nanotube thin films, I began working for Professor Kikakawa at University of, I think, Pennsylvania. Under Professor Kikawa, I am pursuing collaborative work to create suspensions of carbon nanotubes using novel peptide sulfacants. The project aims to rationally design peptides from first principles that will selectively suspend certain tubes. Given my educational and research background, I hope to contribute to the development of semiconductor devices. MIT will provide the best fit for me to pursue research in this field. The university provides excellent facilities and resources that are essential for creative research. The PhD in electric, photonic, and magnetic materials will provide me the ideal academic and research foundation for my career. In particular, Professor Kimmeling and Professor Kadekak have a very fascinating research projects in semiconductor and optoelectronic materials and devices. Additionally, the department's connection with many corporations and numerous research facilities at MIT provide very attractive opportunities. I have always attempted to make use of the resources available to me in furthering my objectives. While at Penny, I am pursuing a degree in economics from the Wharton School in addition to my engineering degree. This education will supplement my research and provide me with the knowledge of economics necessary to effectively bring new technologies to market. I believe that I had a holistic education during my undergraduate career and hope that upon completion of my PhD degree, I will be in a position to effect influential change. MIT's program in material science will provide a stronger foundation I hope to gain from my PhD work to become a leader, or something lost there, but to become a leader in material science. So this was this guy's one-page motivation letter, and he was admitted at Stanford University for his PhD. Colleagues, I just want you to raise up your hand and critique this work. Just critique this work in line with what I was telling you. Critiquing means you say, yeah, he talked about this, which he also talked about, but he brought out this, which for you hadn't talked about. So the floor is now open. Just raise up your hand and I will give you a chance to speak.
Hello.
Yes, Drake, go ahead.
Thank you very much, Mr. Abel, for this wonderful session. Now, what I've been able to notice from this person's personal statement is that he is being very specific about what he already knows and the skills that he has already acquired. And also, he's also being very specific about what he exactly wants from the degree that he wants to pursue and where it's going to be useful for him in his career and what piece of the puzzle that it really adds to the whole thing that he's building up now. And that is already something that you had already talked about. And what I'm also noticing here, he sort of in his first paragraph, he has talked about some sort of a situation analysis of the problem that is being faced in rural India. And I don't recall hearing it from you in the first paragraph that we had prepared. And I just don't know how that is. Okay, maybe you'll advise about that. And the other thing that I've been fearing all along with personal statements is that the use of, some people have been telling us, I don't know whether there have been myths that sometimes when you use technical words, I hear that people say that some people who are going to read it are not technical people. So I've been all along fearing to use the technical terms like in pharmacy when I'm writing my motivation letters. And
okay. Okay, so thank you so much, Drake. I'm up country, my network disturbed a bit, but let's hear more views. Thank you, Drake. Colleagues, what more insights do you pick from this gentleman's motivation letter?
Yes.
Yes, Derek.
Abel, can you hear me?
Yeah, Derek, I can hear you.
Yes. So now, what I've observed from the personal statement is that he has brought clearly what he has done so far with examples. He has told them, he has stated the problem, told them what he has done so far to the problem, and brought about what needs to be done in order to achieve further. And then, and you also talked about that, especially what you bring to the university. What I haven't seen, but you are insisting on it very strongly in your discussion, is him talking about the university, especially in the first paragraph. I haven't seen him really showing the what the university is doing, its ranking, the department. I think at one point he talked about the people he wants to work with, but he hasn't really praised the institution which he wants to go into. Those are some of the observations that I've made.
Okay, thank you so much. Uncle Kasim, please. Kasim, you're welcome to speak.
Oh, thank you so much, Abel, of course, for sharing with us this. This is very good, and of course, to other colleagues. Maybe my quick one is this is first of all very, very good. I just like the way this student identified the gap in India, and he strategically located himself that this study will greatly contribute a lot towards covering the gap. You know, renewable energy is a key issue now in the world. Everybody is talking about going renewable. And now even the recent Ukraine crisis that actually caused issues in terms of shortages in fuel and other things. For me, that was a very nice opportunity he saw, though in a challenge, and then he's turning it to be an issue that works for him. Really, for me, I'm moved.
Okay, great. Can we hear from the ladies as well? Then we could close that session. Any lady on the call? Any lady to comment? Any lady on the call? Okay, that's okay. So colleagues, that is the idea about a motivation letter. And you know, he was very specific. Now, one thing I want to share with you is that MIT, this guy was writing to Stanford. Now, why you saw him quiet is that Stanford and MIT, they are together. They are together. So he knew he's talking to a neighbor who understands what Stanford is and what MIT is. And so that's why he didn't over-articulate much. But you saw he was very clear that I want to work as a professor so and so because they have a project on ABCD. That specificity is what these guys are looking for. And he tries to link up how to connect to his career after he has finished doing this work. That is very important. And so the whole of next week, I want you to begin crafting a motivation letter for the first scholarship or the first university you want us to shoot for in September. The whole of next week, begin focusing on a motivation letter. So I want to stop there about motivation letter for now. So let's stop here. And then I'm going to take you through the next session very shortly.